Hey St. Paul's, as many of you know, my name is Thea. I use she, her pronouns, and I have had the amazing pleasure of working with Judy and co-chairing the Affirming Committee for the past about 2 years. Now, before we get into the meat about the upcoming vote, which I am so excited and so proud of us for, I am going to share with you what I found to be one of the most important parts of the process. It's our vision statement, which is one of the things that we are committing to, we are affirming that we're going to be doing when we make our vote, if we vote yes to becoming an affirming church. So, our vision statement, we are seeking to be a safe and inclusive faith community for people of all gender identities, sexual orientations, marital status, family configurations, abilities, ages, races, ethnicities, faiths, and socioeconomic circumstances, who will be encouraged to participate fully in all aspects of the life and work of our ministry, thereby enriching us all. Thank you for everything you've done so far, St. Paul's, and I am so excited for the vote.
Hi, I'm Judy Damone, and I've had the pleasure of co-chairing St. Paul's Affirming Committee with Thea. I'd just like to give you a brief history of our journey. We began this process in the fall of 2018, and Affirm United, the organization that guides churches through this process, tells churches that the affirming process will take about 2 years. The first year is spent mostly on education, and the second on action. In 2019, our first year, we learned a lot about being affirming ministry, working in and out of our community. Our committee spent most of the time educating ourselves on the affirming process and why affirming is important. We held an affirming lunch and learn for the congregation. We met with other St. Paul's committees to talk about what affirming means in their committees. We met with other churches who have completed the affirming process so that we could learn from their experiences. Our first event in 2020 happened on March 8th with Pi Day. Pi stands for public, intentional, and explicit. We explored these themes during worship and then gathered after worship for lunch and, of course, Pi, and we had further conversations on what it looks like for our church to be public, intentional, and explicit in our engagement and support of the LGBTQ+ community. Since the onset of COVID-19, we've continued to meet as a committee to make plans for the future, and we have had a couple of speakers during Sunday services. There are several steps that Affirm United requires to be completed before becoming an affirming church. To have an affirming marriage policy, a vision statement, an action plan for the year after the vote to become affirming. We've had all of these approved in 2020 with support from the congregation. So we are now ready for the vote on October 18th. And I encourage you all to come out and to make sure that your voice is heard. And I thank you all for your ongoing support during this process over the past couple of years. Thank you so much.